Hello there, everyone. You know who I am, E.T. Templar, Alien Crusader from Beyond the Heavens, here to entertain, destroy, to power me magic. So in this video, I'm really talking about something that disturbs me with some of these self-defense experts. I've seen them in YouTube Shorts, and maybe you've seen them on TikTok, where they're doing all kinds of finessing stuff with guns. They'll have a gun here, and they'll, finesse it and move it to the side. Or maybe they're teaching something where it's here, and then they, move the gun out of their ear by the elbow. But let's talk about realism here. And a lot of people have good common sense. I've been seeing comments and other like-minded videos saying, if you follow these people, you're gonna die. And here's just my take on this. This is a .45 caliber handgun. It fires quite a hefty bullet at approximately about 850 feet per second. You see this? That's 850 feet per second. You can't even react to that. That is so quick. And I'll show you how quick that is. Same thing, okay? Projectile 830 feet per second. Something like this takes about 3 pounds of pressure or less. That's if the person doesn't have a hair trigger or some other modification. That's all it takes. You're dead within, right? And the problem is there's a lot of people who don't know a lot about guns. There's people who watch a lot of movies, maybe Steven Seagal, Chuck Norris, or maybe some other movie, even that stupid Atomic Blonde movie, or maybe it's a Marvel comic book where you're always seeing the hero easily finesse guns away. But in reality, someone who has one of these is not only ready to use it, but they're ready to fucking kill. And they're not going to get close. They're not going to get this close enough for you to finesse it out of their hands. More than likely, they're going to just be prepared to, fucking shoot you and be done with it. So, if someone pulls a gun, don't be hero, buddy, okay? Give them what they want and just hope they don't want anything else. Like, here's my money, here's my credit cards, that's all I can give you. But if they want something more, then I don't know. Then I think maybe it's time you do try and finesse and die in the process anyway. But in all reality, there's a lot of just illusion. There's a lot of just foolishness when it comes to self-defense, hand versus, fisticuffs versus this. You're not going to have much of a chance. And that's on the lower side. So most projectiles of the handgun variety go from 800 to about 1,800 feet per second. That's depending on, grain size. It's dependent on the caliber, 9mm, 45, 44, 38, 357, 380, 22. So it's just this illusion out there that people buy, and it's very stupid. Do not think ever that you can finesse a gun out of someone's hand. You've seen too many movies, you've seen too much TV, and it's not going to go according to plan. It's just not, okay? And again, no criminal is ever going to shove his piece close enough to where you can do so. Some of these hand-to-hand combat videos I've seen, this is not loaded by. They'll put the gun up to someone's chest like this and go, "Give me your money." No one in the history of gun use is ever going to take a gun and stick it this close to where you can grab it or try and... Even if you do manage to grab it, again, what's that rule? That's all it takes. Bonk, you're in the afterlife. Or bonk, hospital. Bonk, mortally wounded. That's it. That's all she wrote. But yeah, there's just a lot of gullible people out there. Do not think for one fucking second. Just don't. Okay? And, of course, since we're talking about guns and self-defense stuff, I've mentioned this before. If you ever get in a fight with someone, whether it's involving your fists, weapons, knives, bat, you have to give a chance for your adversary or opponent to flee the field of combat. Because if you don't, that's manslaughter at minimum or homicide charge. Same thing with the unfortunate, I'm no lawyer, but the same thing with unfortunate, if a gunfight erupts, you can defend yourself. But to shoot someone in the back running away, that's fucking homicide, murder, or at the very least, manslaughter. And either way, there's been self-defense people. If you beat someone to death with your bare hands or with a melee weapon, it holds as much the same legal repercussions as just straight up blasting someone. Because murder is still murder, doesn't matter how you did it. Unless if you're in some fucking weird states, like California, for example. I don't know if this law is still on the books, but I think I remember reading something that if you murder someone with a knife, it's somehow less, for some reason, less of a sentence. But you might have to want to check up on that. That was an old law in the 90s, where for whatever reason, if you gored someone with a knife, it was somehow less of an offense than shooting someone. So yeah, and along with that, just research, homicide, manslaughter, and stuff on your own. And in all reality, unless if you're an absolute fool, you never want to get caught in a gunfight. You never want to get caught in a fight. You never want to get caught in an alley brawl with melee weapons. You just don't, because more than likely, the legal repercussions and the problems that will follow you after that will haunt your life forever. And not only that, taking someone's life is not as easy. But in this Marvel comic book bullshit, we have a lot of people being brought up and thinking based off media and just other influences, thinking that it's simple, it's an easy thing to do, but it is not. And anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this weird video. And of course, in closing, in all reality, if someone has a real gun, you're more than likely fucked. You're not gonna your way out of it. You're not gonna hit Machan your way out. You're not gonna Bruce Lee. You're not gonna Steven Seagal that shit. It's just more than likely not gonna happen. That's the dark reality. You can try and die gloriously, but just don't, okay? It's not, don't believe the bullshit. And that's the unfortunate thing. That most of these martial artists and self-defense people are gonna get people fucking killed. That's the truth. Anyways, see you next time. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there's extra shit on screen, other videos, the subscribe button. There's also a description down below, links for extra content, exclusive content, as well as links to support this channel if you so wish. You don't have to, but a like and or a comment would be great as well. So thanks for watching. See you next time.